Cool beans. Hang on. There we go. Good evening, everyone. This is Captain MKG here. Thank you so much for joining me for a bit of a late night chill. Not too much in the way of, any stress. We're just going to play some Civ 6 for a little bit, and then I'm going to hop to and get to bed. But like I said, we're just chilling. Nothing stressful tonight. I've had enough stress today to last me for a while, so... And I'm trying not to... I am trying to make sense of myself. Ooh, excuse me. See, it's starting already. That's good. I eventually need to get some sleep and shut-eye. All right. Put you back on attack. Those little bastards down there. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have here that we can do? Got the holy site already done. We're going to need some builders to fix that shit. It's a good thing we have enough faith to do it. One does not simply run out of faith. One simply begins to spread it and conquer. From the land, choose. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a bit of an entertainment district. Bam. Of course it does. And now I enter the unfortunate position of being into a dark era. Most unfortunate. Really? How are you losing loyalty? I don't see how, but okay. Let's make a dedication. Excellent. Reform the coinage. Is there nowhere? I'm like, there has to be somewhere left for you to explore, dude. Thank you for your quick repair work. Let's get through some of this research. Hey, NB. Yeah, I'm up for a little bit. I was just, it's been a day. So just kind of relaxing. Just hanging out for right now. Yes, welcome to the capital. Hey, BK Dan. How are you? Good evening. Let's see. Actually, no points towards great profit. I don't know. The chosen player generates 100% more grievances. There's really nobody there. So I'm going to say me. Yep. Come on. 100%. Isn't that me? No, that's not me. Oh, that's that guy. Portugal. Excellent. Very good, Portugal. Very good. Let's do the rest of these guys real quick, too, while we have some time here. Excellent. Canada. Oh. BK Dan, not too bad. Today was frustrating. Most problems solved. Yeah, that's kind of what today was like. I was a bit stressed out about a report, and thankfully I had some time to chillax a little bit there. Why isn't this? Oh, because it's not turned on. That would be helpful. My keyboard was actually turned on. NB. Ironic, I was just getting my laptop to pull up a Blizzard sound to help me sleep and saw you pop up. It happens. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I won't be up too long, and if it helps, I can always lull you to sleep in a very, I don't want to call it dreary, but monotone voice that just lulls you to sleep. And my God, man, just get out of there. It's not going to help you guys. I'm sorry. It's just not. See, this place could use an entertainment district. Soft kitty. I don't know this song. I never really watched a lot of Big Bang Theory, but I do know that's where it comes from. Okay, another entertainment district. Sure, why not? Okay, send the envoys. There we go. Nice. Okay, those guys are dead. That's for sure. Yeah, there's nowhere left for you to go, man. Yes, it is. My treasury is filling up quite nicely. Now that you mention it. 3 years, so I snore like a bear. I kept saying, "Prove it." Yeah, I've been told I snore quite a bit myself, but that's not surprising given the family lineage with my mother. She can snore like crazy. Let's see. Surplus logic, Guildmaster. There we go. All right, now we got to go through and buy some mass. Ooh. I've cut many a course snoring myself. Nah. Oh man, did I remove the one where I can buy it? No, I did. Damn it. Damn it. Thought I still had the one where I can. Damn it. Oh well. What's done is done. Okay, let's have you get promoted. Excellent. Crapulence. Okay, let's heal though. Hey, JPs, welcome. Good evening. How are you, friend? Hope you're doing well. Hanging in there, having a good time. What the hell? Move that one over. Let this one get repaired. Damn, so many fleets. Why can't I do any routes? That's weird. Show me all the routes. Huh. That's really strange. Oh, I see why. It's because my trade route capacity went down. Damn it. That's why. Fix that PDQ. Trying to get a sleep study via the VA. The snore was not the issue. It seems like also stop. I'm worried not reading those times. Content 3 policies. Then if that were the case, NB, my guess would be what do they call it? Sleep apnea, I think is what it's called. I know my mother has a machine that she has to use. Reassign, promote. Let's point you somewhere. Montreal. Yeah. I worry that I have that potentially too, just because I tend to wake up more often in the middle of the night. And with the additional snoring, you just never know. Okay, I need to have some builders in here. Really? How come, JPs? Is it still giving you issues with performance? Everybody gets a builder. Seriously, everybody needs to get a builder. Even here it needs a builder. Stay in attack formation at the ready. Just hang on. It's a fun game, BK Dan. Yep. I feel like that a lot too, NB. That's why. Well, you can always try customizing it too, but I can always try and start a new game at some point and just show you how I get, from there to there, from A to Z. All right. Now that I've got workers, that one can stay there. Go there. Build a farm. Build another farm. Choose the production. Oh, good. Dryer's done. That's right, my workers. Build. Build, build, build. Build me all the things. Excellent. Nice. Okay. Yes, I know my people have discovered how to build dams. So damn you then. I'm glad to hear you got at least some good solid playtime in. I hate hearing the facts of when you don't have the right time in, or not time in, but you just can't get what you want to get done in there. Too much detail. I don't think I got to see only one eye works. Barely have to cover off in order to see without double vision. Oh, my apologies, PK. I didn't know. And hang on, LDG. Here we go. Oop. Okay, while we're waiting there. Oh, come on. I didn't want to do that. Choose research. What's that? Oh, you can attack. Very good. Hey, NB.
What's up, bud?
Nothing much. Hey, LDG.
Hello.
Not like the guy who likes to bitch. That's the bitch.
Everyone loves a bitch.
Well, yeah, but my two dogs are, other places right now.
Hey, JPs.
Hey.
Hi, JPs.
Hello.
Let me see here.
Hello. JPs. JPs. Is that fucking JPs?
Shut your pie hole. Talk properly.
Talk properly. What's
like
all this with the talking
bloody
properly?
wanker.
Is my English outside of your dictionary?
Hey, you Randy Sod.
I got this book, you see, written by my foot. It's called Up to Your Ass.
Jeez. Already.
LDG, where the hell are you originally from? Because you're not from Florida. You're not a Floridian. Where the hell are you originally from?
Wow, he finally sees the light. It seems.
You're from New York.
I've told you a million times. I'm from New York.
Oh, he's not.
Yes,
he's from Boston.
I've told you this before.
He's not Boston. At best, if he's near Staten Island, because that's near Jersey.
He's gonna drive his car into the water.
Hey, yeah, don't talk about don't you know. I can't normally get pissed at people like that because I say Washington, Missouri, Illinois.
Hey, BK Dan.
How you doing?
Doing all right. Let me just switch up the screen there. There we go.
And by the way,
And-
LDG, it's Foot in the Ass by Red Foreman.
There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this is a fucking panel. Good shit.
Oh, wait a minute. What did I say wrong?
No, that's what LDG was. He was talking about Foot in the Ass. I said it's Foot in the Ass by Red Foreman. Come on, is that 70s show?
Yep.
Yeah, over
didn't watch it.
over his head, below his feet.
What?
Yep.
No, I didn't
You
watch
didn't
the
watch
70s
it?
show.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my god.
I didn't grow up in the 70s. I couldn't relate to it.
You didn't
Okay,
have
it didn't
to.
actually.
Other than them trying to act like they were smoking weed, that was the only thing I could relate to. Other than that, honestly, it's like Big Bang Theory. I was like, this is supposed to be targeted at me, and it's completely sucks.
I got into it. I got into both of them.
Well, that's good. That's great. I'm glad for you. I'm glad you were able to.
Well, thank
But
you.
yes, just because I don't like something, I when somebody tells me they like something, I'm like, I'm glad you were able to get. I'm glad you were able to get something out of it.
All art is subjective.
Yes, very good. Well, I always say comedy is subjective, but
It's a
I
form
know
of
what I
art.
think. I think what you said I should start doing because
All art is subjective. Yep. Including comedy.
very good point. Very good. I'm going to replace that word now.
Including comedy. Yep. Comedy is a science.
All right, now that we're past the obvious,
Yes.
Now,
everybody
I
doing?
asked you a question, LDG. What part of the 5 boroughs are you from?
Westchester.
Okay.
Do you have any
wait a
fucking
minute.
clue where
You get to
Westchester
say,
is?
Wes, let me see if I get it straight. You get to say it like that, but everybody
New
all
York.
over the goddamn map gets pissed when I say whoosh.
I don't give a fuck what you call whoosh. You can whoosh all day long. You still won't be clean. I mean, it don't matter. I don't give a flying shit how you whoosh yourself, okay?
I wash myself with soap and water.
Water? Water?
Yes, water.
Oh,
What do
you
you
were
know about water?
saying- You were saying worst. I thought he was gonna have to hand him some lederhosen.
Or the reverse. Yep.
Ah,
Well, you know,
what a night. I'm
you
glad
know, at least
somebody
he's
streamed
not from
tonight.
St.
I
Louis.
gotta tell you this much.
You know what? At least, LDG did like a typical New Yorker. He immigrated to Florida.
Populated almost entirely by people who can't swim.
God, I tasted prison food.
Oh, so
Hey,
that's
why?
more-
those humans do
that-
swim, damn it.
That's more believable than that accent you're pulling off right now, NB.
Oh, so have I. So have I. 15
I mean-
months. Yes, so have I.
I actually showed my daughter a video because she was like, why do you say certain things like that? I'm like, it's my accent. And she's like, I don't understand. I'm like, okay, most states and especially different regions have an accent. So she got to hear a little bit of the 50 states. And then I decided I was like, you know what? Do you want to hear the 5 boroughs in New York accents? And, oh my God damn. She's like,
From somebody who's actually from them, maybe, but
yes, it was from somebody. Well, what? I didn't do it. I don't know how to do a Brooklyn.
yeah, I know.
versus a
Finding your accent is like trying to find flavor in a Golden Corral buffet. Okay, it just ain't existent.
There's plenty of
It's a
flavor in
buffet,
Golden Corral,
goddammit.
I was gonna say
There's
rice cakes,
plenty
but
of
yeah.
flavor in a Golden Corral buffet if your ass would be able to get out of the car.
I was gonna say rice cakes.
Ooh, body blow.
LDG, I was gonna say rice cakes, but yeah.
Hey, there's some good rice cakes out there.
You know, there's never any good rice cakes.
Yes, there is.
Not for eating, anyway.
Hey man, Golden Corral was my default while my wife was deployed, and is our annual now Thanksgiving place to go. Hey, suck it, man! It's cheap, it's easy.
So it's your
been
street corner
to-
whore. Cheap and easy.
I haven't been to a good buffet since Bonanza closed.
Oh God.
Bonanza.
Oh my god, I haven't.
Yep.
Oh man! Oh, I know what you're talking about. I haven't been to besides Bonanza, I haven't been to a Ponderosa in forever.
We haven't had a
I don't even know
Bonanza
if they
or a
still
Ponderosa
exist.
here in my hometown in a long time.
I need a buffet that has more than bananas. Thank you very much.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. I mean, you might enjoy the all-you-can-eat bananas, whatever the fuck.
It's called
I
a
need some meat.
banana. It's called a banana, you dummy.
Yeah.
Well, everybody makes.
But yeah,
fun
no,
of
I
my
was looking for
accent.
Deej to be streaming tonight, actually, and some bitch. I kept refreshing, Nobody's streaming, and then finally, someone's got the fucking huevos to stream.
Okay.
Thank
okay.
you.
Can you stop
MKG.
trying to? Can you stop trying with the accent because you suck at it?
You know what
He's
else
talking about
sucks?
eggs.
Oh wait, my bad. Never mind.
He's
I
talking about
actually
eggs.
respect her.
He said huevos. He's talking about eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Let's.
He's talking about eggs.
Yeah,
right?
I'll
Eggs.
stop busting LDG's balls real quick.
We could talk about eggs. About
Yeah,
those
I
scrambled
want to talk
omelets.
about eggs. I want to talk about eggs. Everybody, how
Yes.
do you prefer your breakfast eggs or your egg? How do you prefer them?
Scrambled with cheese.
Cooked,
Runny
like my fucking eggs
snot.
cooked.
I like it all snot and runny, and so I can dip my toast in it.
Dude, the
Thank
problem
you.
with eggs
Yeah.
is
Over medium.
the problem with
Scrambled with
eggs is
cheese.
not how you cook them. It's not like whether it's
Yes, it is
scrambled
how you
or an
cook.
omelet
Dude, oh,
or sunny
that-
side
no,
up. No matter what. All right. Hold up. Give my mouth a minute so you,
It is not-
before
you're
my
not
foot
gonna
gets
say
an
it's
hour
not
up your
about how
ass.
you cook them.
Listen,
Yes,
it's
it is
it's
exactly about how
how
you cook them.
you cook
You gotta get that yolk
how you
just
cook
right.
them. Okay. A lot of people don't realize the secret to eggs is turning off and on the fire at the right times. You can't cook on a steady flame when you're cooking eggs. Okay.
You
Now,
don't have to turn it
unless
off
you
and on.
unless you cook them perfectly,
What do you mean you
there
can't do
is.
that? Are you? Oh my god!
Listen,
You're
I'm
telling
telling you.
me
Okay, listen. I
you
okay.
wouldn't be able to.
Hey,
wait a
MB,
minute.
shut the fuck up for a second. I've gotten
No,
laid
you
off
shut
cooking
the
eggs.
fuck
Have you
up
got?
for once
Have
in
you
your
gotten
goddamn
laid
life.
off cooking eggs?
No.
Okay.
You're telling
Have
me
you gotten laid
you can't
cooking
do-
eggs?
You can't make.
Answer that question.
You can't make an egg over.
Have you gotten pussy from
right?
cooking
Are you
eggs?
fucking kidding me?
Are you a fucking chef? Because
Are we gonna have this conversation or not? I'm talking serious here. I've gotten fucking
I'm
pussy
talking serious.
off
No.
cooking eggs. Have you gotten laid off cooking eggs? Yes or no?
Not laid. What does
Yes.
getting
Have
laid
you
have to
literally
do with
had
eggs?
women sleep with you because of how fucking good you cook eggs? Yes or no? Because my answer is yes. And if you can't say yes, then you can't fucking talk.
I gotta hear this story. I'm sorry. I gotta hear this
Excuse
story.
me, motherfucker. You might want to remember I've been,
that's the only
I've been happily
reason-
married for 16 fucking
This
years.
ain't a fucking
and my
joke,
wife
okay? I've
likes
had
my
females
eggs.
come to my house in the morning to
Yeah,
fuck
well, okay.
after
You
eating
know
my
what?
eggs.
You want to play that game? When was the last
I'm
time
telling the
you
truth.
got
This
laid?
is 100% truth, brother.
When
I
was
gotta
the
So
hear
if
last
you
this story.
can't say yes to that, you're not even in the same bowl, brother.
If
You can't
they're
cook
only
a
screwing
freaking
you
egg properly
for
over
the
an
egg,
open flame.
then there's something
Dude,
wrong with them.
I would turn you gay in one breakfast.
Oh, please.
Okay?
I've had people
You You
I've
will
had
change
motherfuckers
sexual
try-
affiliation
I have had motherfuckers
from my
try to
eggs
turn me
and Big
gay.
Geek. Now you already have a crush on me,
I've
so
had better
halfway, you know,
bitches
half the job
when
is already
they-
half done.
And they were way more attractive than you.
I'm trying to keep a
so
straight
glad I
face.
was streaming tonight. So glad.
Now, don't you love this? Another stream you're gonna have to delete unless you got the balls to keep it up, which I'd commend you if you do.
Oh, this stream's staying up. Don't worry about that.
It's all LDG's fault. He won't ever shut the fuck up.
Can you feel
God, he
the
was
love
driving me
right?
nuts on the freaking Star Trek Wrath of Khan stream that was going on. I was like, oh God, thank God I'm not on here. I just put in the chat. I'm like, would you shut the fuck up? Not everything has to be a controversy.
Well, we wanted people in the panel with actual Star Trek taste and not people who like WandaVision. Okay, so
Am I supposed to understand your fucking
Oops.
reference there, LG?
well, because you like shows like WandaVision,
How do you know?
because
Been
you've
over
said
to
it
my
multiple
house?
times.
You been over to my house?
I'm on
you
panels with you, NB. You literally
What
promote
did I
that you
say
love
about
WandaVision.
then? What
You
did
like
I say
She-Hulk.
about WandaVision?
You like all that shit.
No, I did not.
I like WandaVision, but not She-Hulk.
Oh God, BK, is that BK?
Yes.
No.
BK, I like you. Please never say that again in my presence.
What did I say?
I like you, brother. Just don't ever, please say that ever
about
again.
WandaVision that made
Unless you're
me
joking.
think I liked that fucking series. What did I say specifically that you thought made me like that series? Because I only liked one fucking thing about it.
And what was that? Besides the whole
I
thing.
liked. Really, you're gonna tell me I like WandaVision, but you can't.
No,
tell
I'm
me what I
asking
like.
you. What did you like about? No,
can't
because
tell
I
me what I
know
like
you
about it.
said it.
You're gonna. No, you do not get to throw that shit out there. You do not get to sit there and do that unless you can back your ass up. What did I like about WandaVision? There was one thing. You tell me what I liked about it, since you like to tell everybody else what they do.
And
What?
be chill.
MB, I'm not gonna play this game. You've went on the air and said you liked the show, man. Anybody else heard that? Anybody else? Am I the only one who heard him say that?
I don't see him
but
that much
you can't
online
prove it.
anymore.
No.
I mean, yeah, he wants to
I'm not
he
gonna-
wants me
I'm
to
not
go
gonna
back in
spill on
time and
this
actually
because
pull
I'm
what he said.
tired. I am tired of being accused of things that I did not say or do.
Okay, then go ahead and clear it up right now. Do you or do you not like WandaVision?
No. I like
all right.
one aspect of it.
What was that?
The classic TV transition. The black and white to the 50s, the 60s, the 70s stuff.
Okay,
I
so
like
the most
that.
boring part of it you liked. Okay.
Shut the fuck up and let me finish, LDG, for goddamn sake. I liked that concept of the transitions. I liked how they did some of the stylization. I liked some of the artwork. I liked how they did it in a very familiar fashion that it was used to, especially the Donna Reed stuff, the freaking, that kind of stuff.
What about Ralph Boner? Did you like Ralph Boner?
Who?
Boner.
Ralph Boner.
Are you talking about hold on a second.
Did you even watch the series? Like, this is a big thing. This is like saying OJ Glove, WandaVision Boner. Like, you should know
Boner
exactly what I'm talking about.
To say boner to me on a TV show is referencing to a completely different series.
He says
Ralph Boner was the Quicksilver guy
you
that we
said
saw
Boner.
from
I
the
don't
original
give a fuck
X-Men
who-
movies.
I don't
Yes,
know
he
who the
was.
fuck Ralph Boner is.
Yeah.
You said boner. I'm thinking of a completely different series.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're thinking of a completely different Boner.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
No, I'm thinking about a character whose nickname was Boner in the series he was fucking in.
I'm not trying to make this a hard boner, okay? This is a very easy boner. It was Quicksilver in the show.
Yep. And
The actor who played Quicksilver was on WandaVision. It was a big fucking reveal. It was like a big episode when it happened. One of the major things that happened in the series.
I don't really remember.
I think it was the 6th episode he came in.
All right, you do remember that Wanda is inside the show, right?
Yeah, so what?
Okay, I'm just making sure because the only thing bigger than Wanda being inside of WandaVision was Ralph Boner.
That fucking series to understand Doctor Strange 2 pissed me off so bad.
Did you not like it when they showed Mephisto?
Mephisto was in Spider-Man.
Okay, good man. All right, good. I was testing you there. Okay, good. Good. I ain't.
By the way, I'm not pissed off. I'm passionate.
Yeah, he is passionate. We're good. Everything's golden.
Oh,
I'm having fun.
LDJ,
I'm enjoying
LDJ,
myself, and I'm focusing my fun on making fun of NB. I love you. Yeah, I know that, brother.
Yeah, I mean, guys, this is really sometimes how we act. We're just
that way. We don't need to Winnie the Pooh it for everybody there. NB, I love you. We're good. Let's move on. Let's keep making fun of each other.
Oh man.
Christopher Robin.
Well, this is what happens when you have people who have the same type of personality talking to each other.
Type A's.
No,
I'm not a type A personality.
I would equate, people like LDG and me talking to people like the Doctor meeting another version of the Doctor because they never get along.
You didn't see the last episode of Jodie or the episode before that?
Actually, I'm going to piss a lot of people off. I've watched the first season of the 13th Doctor. I fucking like Jodie Whittaker, and I like her companions.
Kick him right now. Kick this guy off the panel right the fuck now, dude.
I'm busy playing.
Kick him out.
It's not that I didn't like Jodie. I like her companions.
That is a foul right there, dude. That is a foul, okay?
What, that I didn't like Jodie?
No. That MB likes Jodie. I'm my bad. I wasn't talking about you there.
I said I like Jodie so far.
He said he liked Jodie.
And honestly, I think you're all just hating to hate.
No, I
think you're beyond the definition of drunk to say those words. You are in a whole nother quadrant, multiverse of drunkenness.
Cursive. Am I talking in cursive right now?
Yeah, you are talking in cursive. Yes, a little bit.
No, I'm not. Not even close.
It's like your tongue on ice.
No, I just told you something you didn't want to hear. I actually liked most of the stories from the first season of the 13th Doctor's show.
I like the
so you like the baby moon, baby dragon, whatever inside the moon episode? That was good for you. The moon literally blew up. One of the episodes of the 13th Doctor was the moon.
Holy dumb shit!
He hasn't gotten to it yet, LG.
Do you know who the?
He's only seen the first season of the 13th Doctor yet.
Dude, Capaldi's the 12th Doctor. He's not the 13th.
Excuse
Whittaker
me?
is the 13th.
I said that. I said Peter Capaldi when you said the moon thing and the crack and all that. That was during Peter.
Oh, was that a Capaldi episode? I thought that was a.
No, that was a Moon
episode with. Oh, okay, all right, good man.
There was a Planet episode with Jodie as well.
Baby, I have not gotten there yet, but so far,
yep,
I'm enjoying it. And by the way, my son loves this this show, and he's been watching the originals, the new stuff, and it's really nice to be able to have a show my son and I can actually fucking talk about.
Yeah, for John and I, it was Babylon 5 and Stargate.
Oh, good choice. Babylon 5 was one of my favorites.
Oh, I love Babylon 5.
That's so much better than fucking Whittaker.
What was your did you have a favorite character?
Believe it or not, Veer.
I can totally understand that. What do you want?
I want you to live just long enough to look up in your lifeless eyes to realize that sometimes there's a price too high to pay. I just want to look up in your lifeless eyes and just wiggle my fingers. Yes.
Wait a minute, like this.
I love that episode.
That was one of my
scene.
favorite
No,
parts.
that
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to, your head on a pike, and I want to smile like this, and then, we see that finish off where he's like, he does it. I was just like, oh my god.
Yes. Near the end of the 4th season. Yeah.
That was so great. That was such a great moment.
He looks around to make sure no one's watching, and then does it. Yeah.
I can totally understand why. Kosh is always the default guy, some people say, and I understand completely why Kosh is.
Yeah.
But you saying Veer Koto, by the way, just FYI.
Yeah. Take webcam off. What are you bringing me
No,
to?
you where I'm pointing at there?
What is that? I can't see that good.
Yeah, I know. I can't get the camera. That's all Babylon 5.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. What do I have still? What do I have? Let's see. We got Jakar. We got Londo.
Fucking show and tell.
Are these pops?
Franklin, Garibaldi.
Are these pops?
Koto. Here, just for you, buddy. I'll take it down just for you.
Are these pops?
Just watching NB standing in a corner is hilarious.
Oh, they're pops. Okay. Yeah, nice.
Veer Koto. I got Kosh. I got Susan Ivanova, Marcus, and Lita
God
Alexander.
sent me.
And,
God. Who are you? Who am I? I am Death Incarnate. Oh, God, I love that line. I love that fucking line.
No. That show had some of the strongest characters, especially female characters. And Susan Ivanova was a freaking... That scene with her is like when she sees the shadow, the Earth vessel, the Earth Alliance vessel with the shadow and shadow technology. And it's like, I remember people saying, oh, that was stupid. I'm like, you haven't been watching this fucking series. I said, that broke her right there. She's like, she goes through that whole thing. Is like,
I'm Susan Ivanova. I'm Susan Ivanova, commander, daughter of Sophie and, oh, God, I forgot her father's name. But she says her father's name as well.
Right hand of vengeance. And the boots is your sorry ass all the way back to Earth.
God sent me.
I am
Death Incarnate.
Death. No. That part there was. I know. I have trouble with her parents' names too, because
I was forced to watch that show in the underground.
Yeah, but I mean, she was like, "I am the right hand. I am the right hand of God. I am the right hand of vengeance. Boots is gonna kick your sorry ass all the way back to Earth." And then it got, I am Death Incarnated. God sent me.
And she flips the fire switch. Yeah.
That was right after she said get fire control. Then the other strongest woman was Delin. And one of my favorite moments with her was when Babylon
only one human captain has ever survived a Minbari fleet. He's behind me. You are in front of me. If you want to live, be somewhere else.
Yes! You knew exactly where I was going.
Yes.
I love those scenes. I love that scene so much.
Yes. Be somewhere else.
Yeah. When the human captain is like, he's like, negative. We have control here. Don't force us to engage. Why not? Only one human captain has ever survived battle with a Minbari cruiser. He is behind me. you are in front of me.
If
And
you wish
you
to,
your eyes,
yep.
be somewhere else. And they ran like little bitches because they knew
Oh
they
yeah,
were free.
oh yeah.
That was such a, oh my God, that was such a great show.
Yes, it was. Did you see Excalibur as well?
Yes.
Only one
Yes, I
season.
did. Yes, I did. Unfortunately, Michael J.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had kind of lost creative control at that point. So,
Yeah.
and it's unfortunate because I really like the actor who played Captain Gideon.
Yeah, so did I.
Actually, I wanted to know more about how the Psychor disillusion was dissolved and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, one of my favorite scenes. So what's Bester shows up? What is stopping me from blowing you out of the stars? Because you're curious. And then he's like, he tells him that thing. I'm sorry, I'm spacing on the later comment, but
Ouch.
he's like, I think this would be more important than blowing me out of the stars. And then there's that long pause.
Oh,
He's like,
season 3.
he's
Season
like,
3 of Bester,
Captain.
yeah.
He's like, Captain, I'm thinking it over.
He's behind Bester. Yeah. He's behind Bester as Bester shows up right after they break away from Earth. Yep.
It was so amazing too. You saw the dynamic of, oh God, I gotta talk about Babylon 5 because I don't get to talk about that show very often with people. It is so amazing the differences between, or sorry, the evolution of Londo and Jakar. They
Oh,
really what their evolution arc was in those shows was very interesting. I honestly loved it.
my favorite line is way near the end when they're getting ready to go to Earth. They show up and says, guys, they talk to each other, and Londo says something about, "I'll help you with your problem," and Veer walks up and they go, "You're late," together. They develop an interesting dynamic as sort of frenemies at that point.
I can totally understand why Veer was your favorite character because he was not the A type. He was just not the protagonist you would think of as someone who would eventually become emperor.
Right.
But I remember. But you know what? I could see it when he went and saw the Techno Mage on behalf of Londo. I am very confident. Londo Marori.
Yes. He just kept repeating it. Yep.
And he is, he's seeing that Techno Mage's magic, techno magic.
Yep.
And
he just keeps repeating it like a
he
shield.
He just keeps repeating it.
Like a shield. Yeah, he keeps using it as a shield. And he just says it.
And I mean, that was the moment. I mean, I didn't realize that back then, but that was really a moment. It was like, this guy's got balls.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And the longer the show went on, the more you realize this guy is way. This ain't no beta male. This is a guy who knows how to play the game in his society, but he knows how to stand firm. I mean, Veer never wavered.
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh!
Yes. Yes.
Abraham Lincoln. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep. With his soon-to-be wife, that episode, yeah. I forgot her name.
Oh, one of my favorite episodes with Londo was when he basically got his 3 wives, and it was like, divorce. I want a divorce. Only got to pick one of you. And you had the two women who were pining for him, and the one who was,
Literally slapped
discussing
him in
him.
the face. Literally slapped him in his face.
Yes, but what he said was so perfect. She's like, "Why did you pick me? I will never love." I'm paraphrasing, but she's like, "I will never love you." But I love Londo's line. Yes,
Because I know
but
you,
with
I know exactly where I stand.
Boom. Exactly. That line was just like amazing.
Yep.
Bo. Then what do? You just want to hear me? You just want to hear me talk?
No.
Well, apparently my son does because he's smiling ear to ear.
Hello, son of MB.
His actual handle is Darth AJ the Sith.
Okay. Hello, Darth AJ. I'm BK Dan.
But yeah, I mean, there was so many great moments.
Mhm.
It's like when Sheridan came back, and it was like, I thought you were dead. I was.
Oh.
I'm
I
better.
got better. That scene as he's walking across the catwalk, as everyone just stops.
They can't believe it.
Oh,
We thought you
no
were
one-
dead.
the game literally said a couple of episodes before that, no one goes to Zahudum and lives.
Yes, but think about the metaphor to that when Kosh said, "If you go to Zahadum, you will die." Maybe,
I will not be there to help you. If you go to Zahudum, you will die.
but I won't go alone. I think that was how that phrase went. I got to rethink that. I think I got that a little bit.
But I
off,
remember the exact line Kosh says: "If you go to Zahudum, I will not be there to help you. You will die."
But what about that scene also when right before? Before I say this, just remember I'm talking about Kosh before he dies. I got to go Jaloja real quick.
Okay.
The one thing I didn't like about Babylon 5 is when Kosh came out of his uniform and he just was like every god, depending on who's looking at him.
Angel, God, what have you? Yeah.
I mean, that was like weird. I liked it. I liked how they did it. It was just wow. Like
Yeah.
that was ballsy.
I did like the other episode where the two Vorlons came out of their encounter suits with Valen. When the other I forgot his name. Jeffrey goes back.
Trying to
Jeffrey
remember that.
goes back and becomes Valen. And
I recently seen the entire series.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
2 months ago.
It's on HBO Max. So
Okay, you guys have fun. I'm going to take off for the night.
later, JPs.
JP's, take it
All right,
easy.
JPs.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Yeah,
Later,
man.
guys.
He's
Later.
got better things to do.
Nah.
Yep.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Exactly.
talk about crappy Babylon 5.
What do you want to talk about then?
I don't know. I've got to catch up
Nothing?
on
Come
some,
on now.
I've got to catch up on
get
some
out of here.
fucking hockey.
Go, yeah, okay. And go have your lemonade.
I watch my hockey highlights, my other YouTube videos that I watch. And then do some
everything.
gaming.
Yeah, okay. Each and every single one of those you can do, and this at the same time. You
No.
son of a bitch. Get out of here. Go. Get some sleep.
That's later.
So, Kosh.
Yes.
You had Kosh. He had that mystique. He had that kind of charisma, but he always talked in riddles, which he kind of reminded me of Yoda in the way he talked in some ways. And I don't mean that directly, but when he said, trust is a three-edged sword, but when Sheridan finally called his ass out.
Truth is a three-edged sword.
Yeah, the truth is three-edged sword, and then he went up. God, that scene where he goes up against Kosh. He's like, trust is three-edged. You say trust is three-edged sword. Well, we have a saying: put your money where your mouth is. He's like, get off your, get off your
countersuited ass. Yep. It's
get off
ass or
your
butt.
countersuited asses and do something, because that's where they were going. The Shadows and the Vorlons had been, using.
You want me to learn how to fight legends? You're a legend.
But basically the Shadows and the Vorlons were basically facilitating proxy wars.
Yep. The shepherds to each side, yeah.
And Kosh is finally, and Sheridan's like, no, get off your countersuited ass and do something. And he does, and he pays for it. And then there's that, that scene where Sheridan is dreaming, and all of a sudden,
it's his father in a dream, yeah.
Yeah. Kosh is coming to see him, and he basically, it's a very emotional, powerful scene. He knows he's going to die. He knows the shadow. He knows he's crossed the line. The shadow is going to take him out, and with them being first ones. And then when Sheridan said Kosh, I was like, oh God, Kosh is dead.
He's sending him that dream. Raise is happening.
Yeah. I might have seen the show a few times.
Oh, just a few myself, yeah. Just a few.
Oh my God. Yeah. This took me.
Dozen.
I only got this like 3 years ago. It took me forever to get it actually in a reasonable price.
Is that Excalibur in the end?
Let's see. We have.
I counted six sets there. What's that one at the first? Is that the movies?
The movies every movie is in here except for Legend. Well, other than the other one, the ones that came out the one that came out recently, I have seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Crusade.
Sorry, I called it Excalibur.
Excalibur.
Yep.
The original pilot movie. Every one of the mini
the TBS movies.
Yes, I have all the TBS movies except for it did not come with Legends of the Rangers. And to be honest, I'm not exactly missing anything.
I have that as well.
Of those were,
I do have Legends of the Rangers too.
Oh,
I
did not care for that, except for
neither did I. I didn't care for it at all.
Who here has watched Peaky Blinders? Oh, really? Nobody?
I think just
Are you fucking kidding me? I haven't even watched it. I'm still on season 2. Yeah, nah, man, I'm loving it. It's even got that guy who played from fucking that one show that, oh God, what was it? Legend. That one actor, Matt Smith, or not Matt Smith, or can't remember the actor's name. He played. I know. Yeah. Fuck Matt Smith, the guy who played 2 characters.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Legend.
Don't get pissy me. You start making shit about doctors my son likes, you are in deep trouble.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the doctors, NB. Follow the road, yellow brick road here, buddy. Anyway, I've been watching gangster movies, and I'm currently watching Peaky Blinders because I keep seeing those fucking copyright bullshit shorts of like all the good scenes. You know what I mean? And that actor does a pretty damn good job. I'm loving this show. I'm surprised. I figured I was late because it's already at season 6 right now.
Oh.
And I'm like, dude, where the fuck has this show been?
It's been on Netflix, you dumb shit.
I want to see that one with,
that explains it.
The one with
well, it's not my fault you're cheap.
Sylvester Stallone. I want to see that one on Paramount Plus.
Which one?
The one with Sylvester Stallone on Paramount Plus.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah,
But
I keep seeing commercials for it.
I'm just not willing to pay for another platform.
I already have it.
You,
It's just,
you call me cheap as fuck? Okay, whatever.
I pay for my daughter's phone, and my daughter has to use all the platforms I have, and I've got a house to fix. So excuse me if I could care less about Paramount. They kind of pissed me off a few years ago.
oh Christ, I've got
Okay, I'm sorry. I keep
$200
forgetting.
platforms. Huh.
I keep forgetting NB lives in a world where he thinks he has to have the streaming service to watch the show.
Oh, what do you want me? Okay, you know what? I don't. You know what? I already stated this long ago. My NAS is down. The chassis broke. So downloading stuff and surfing the high
You don't
seas,
even have to download stuff. I'm not.
Ain't exactly. I don't exactly have the save.
NB,
storage.
NB, you think you're talking to a noob?
No,
Okay,
I
you don't
know
need to. You don't need to download
noob.
this stuff.
No, I know
Downloading is not is only an option. You can watch all this stuff without downloading a thing. Your NAS has nothing to do with it. Come on.
Well,
Come on,
you know
Max, let's
what?
go.
Like I said, see, this is a problem. This is why LDG and I talk like this to each other so much. He's a programmer. He's an IT programmer. I'm an IT technician. For you people who work on cars and stuff like that or anything, think of it as basically the engineer and the technician talk and the mechanic talking. The engineer creates the damn thing. The technician repairs whatever they fucked up.
I just drive the damn car.
Well, yeah.
That's what I do. I just drive the damn car.
Well, you drive the damn car, but whatever LDG created in it, I'm the guy that breaks. I'm the guy who ends up having to fix it.
We look for things to make us go. We are smart.
Garibaldi, there was a guy.
Yes.
Oh God, there was a guy. I love one of his final scenes where he's like,
We takes over the board.
Yes, you know. God damn, man, we got to talk about more because you know he's okay. I'll let you say it.
He has people dig into each member of the board. He's like 6 people. One of which looks exactly like Orson Welles. Cigars and everything. He gives them all updates on each of their backgrounds and everything. And he says, "Oh yeah, by the way, on your way out, leave the cigars."
Well, I love the fact that it's like he's got these people in there, and I'm paraphrasing, but
How are the kids? How are the kids? My son's wonderful. I'm talking about the one your wife doesn't know on Luna Colony.
Oh,
yes, that one.
yeah, and I love the fact when he's like he's talking to them, and he's like, "You guys are all a problem. Your supervisors all say you think you can do everything better than everybody else." And then that one guy goes,
"Are we being fired?"
Fired, right? No, it's more like a promotion. It comes with 100% increase with benefits, and your first job, one of your jobs is to make sure I'm not screwing things up. If you're right, there's a bonus. If not, I will eat you for breakfast.
Yep.
That was so I was like, oh my God, this is Garibaldi at his finest.
Oh God, yes.
But I also love the scene where after it was later in the show when he's with an old friend of his, and he's like, "What happened to your hair?" Just a casual comment like that because he had his hair, but he was thinning, and then he shaved it all off eventually.
I forgot what he said about it.
he didn't say anything to it.
But there was something. There was a reference to his hair in another episode.
I think there was, but yeah, it was like
Something about an accident to it, and it involved his hair. I can't remember the exact line or who it was about. I remember
maybe.
it was. I remember Sinclair said it though.
Susan Ivanova, I think, honestly, was my favorite character.
Veer definitely for me, as I said.
Yeah, you said
Definitely
Veer,
Veer.
and I totally get that. But for me, Susan Ivanova was just like
Oh, Susan's a close second though for me, but Veer definitely.
for me, it was like Ivanova, Delenn, then Sheridan, and then we can go down the line. But like that scene where she's like on the comms and she's like, Ivanova is God.
Yes, God sent me. Oh,
No, not that one where she's on the phone where she's on the comm and she's telling him Susan Ivanova is basically right. Susan Ivanova is God. It was just like she is just. I'm like, oh my God, this chick is such a boss.
trust no one, even you. I'm God. Something like that. When she's talking talking in CNC. Trust no
Yeah.
one.
It just it was so good. I heard I read a lot of the back stuff and I read a lot of backstories about it and Michael J. Straczynski had an out for every character, and I'm sure you know about what happened to the original commander and why he left.
I don't know the true backstory. I don't know the backstory. I know
He,
in story, but
he had Sinclair. I'm talking about Sinclair, obviously.
okay.
The actor. That was when he was diagnosed with whatever illness he had. I don't remember exact.
Okay.
And he told Michael about it. And
JMS for short.
yeah, JMS for short. And he I remember the quote from his article where he said he would take it to his grave, and Michael O'Hare, the guy who played Sinclair, said, "No, take it to my grave." So when he died, for what he died of, that's when he felt okay. I can explain why he was taken out of the show. That was actually O'Hare's request, not Straczynski's.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, yeah. I mean, you can easily you can obviously easily find that now on YouTube. But I didn't know that until about 3-4 years ago.
I didn't know that until about 45 seconds ago.
Well, I just happened to come across it.
Mm-hmm.
I came across it about 4 or 5 years ago out of luck.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh shit, that's why he left.
Okay.
But I love what happened with Sinclair. I mean, seriously.
Valen, yes.
I love Marcus's expression when, and it's like everybody, it's like, I'm thinking, dear God, I'm in body, not born in Minbari. And it's Sinclair.
Mm-hmm.
And they
flash back to the that one soul hunter. They're using you. The Minbari are using you. And no one looks at it. There's a hole in your mind. Minbari says there's a hole in your mind.
Yes. There is a hole in your mind. A typical Minbari insult. Pay it no bother. It's like, but there is a hole in my mind. And I really got pissed when Sheridan came in because I was like, we're not going to get a resolution to that shit. And then we sure enough do.
In early season 3, yeah, with Valen.
when we see him, and it's like, I was like, oh my God, that was done so well.
Yes.
And it tied completely into why his hair was grayer.
Mm-hmm.
When we saw the episode with him on Babylon 4, and we saw him take off the helmet, and he's like, everything happened just, the way I remember. We don't know who's on the other side of him. And then, that episode we find out, but then we get the whole point. We get the whole thing. B4 goes back in time with him, and
not the one,
Dalen, for God's sakes.
Oh, not the one. With Zathras, not the one.
Zathras. No. Zathras.
Zathras.
That's the difference. Zathras was so eccentric. It was so funny.
All of them. All 3 of them they show.
Yep.
They show 3 different iterations of them, yeah.
Yep. I remember 2, but yeah, you're right. There were 3.
Yep.
God, that was an amazing show.
Sometimes I talk to dirt. Sometimes I talk to ceiling, but ceiling too far away. Sometimes I talk to ant. Ant is not very good conversationalist. Make good protein though. Yes.
Well, one of the things I did not. One of the things that shocked me the most was Londo and Jakar, and how things changed between them two. They were literally each other's
frenemy.
Best. Yes.
Frenemy. Yeah, almost.
Yeah, frenemy. But I remember when Jakar he wants to reject. So for those of you who don't know, MKG, have you ever seen Babylon 5?
I have not, but I've been enjoying the conversation.
So Jakar,
it is definitely worth a watch.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
absolutely.
it is definitely worth.
Jakar, for example, Jakar, he started off as very antagonistic, like he was going to be the bad guy, and Londo seemed like just a friendly, fun guy, nobody of any real importance. And then as the series progressed, Londo got darker and Jakar got lighter, and it seemed like
eventually got lighter. Eventually,
yeah, it got
when he writes the book. When he writes his book.
Oh, and his face. Oh, yeah.
When he's in jail, he writes the book. Yeah.
Yeah, and Garibaldi spilled coffee on it.
No, that was the Book of Shaquan.
No, that was the book of...
That was the Book of Shaquan. It was, that's right. Book of Shaquan.
Yeah, because remember...
It's copied. It's copied.
It has to be... Yes, exactly. It has to be... Because remember, Garibaldi gives him a copy of the Book of Shaquan. He goes, did you like it? He goes, what I can... is there a translation to it? He goes, sacrilege. It must be read in the mother tongue or not at all. So when he writes his book, but remember, he was not trying to write a book that was going to become the Book of Jakar.
It was making a diary, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, he was making a diary, but as Jaquan was, he was a messiah figure. And Jakar's words and his diary became the Book of Jakar when it was printed. Mm-hmm. And he became somewhat of a messiah figure or a prophet. I should say prophet.
When it went to printing, it went to printing. Yes. He gets all upset about that. The first 50,000 copies. Copies? Yes.
And then it might outsell the Book of Jaquan. And,
yes.
And he was he was very upset with that. He
Oh,
didn't
God, yes.
want to be he didn't want to be that kind of prophet, or
No.
he didn't want to be a prophet. But his experience and everything he did and what he wrote down and the experiences he saw inspired his people, and what he did, especially during that last war
Mm-hmm.
with the Centauri.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna pick the strongest male character of the entire show, I'm gonna honestly say Jakar.
The best journey of a character, I would say, is Jakar. For the best journey of character.
He really had a hell of a journey.
But the best journey overall. The
Yeah,
most
but
detailed.
when he goes with Lita, it's like, you have to leave because I'm paraphrasing here because it's been a while, but he's like, you have to leave because of this. I have to leave because of this. She's being rejected. He's being accepted, but he's rejecting it because he doesn't. I think what really was the big deal, why he didn't want to be,
An idol?
go be a,
An
go be
idol?
a, yeah,
Yeah.
go be an idol, because he was probably concerned that, well, as the old saying goes, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely.
No,
And
if I remember right, he literally says that people will see him, not the message. I'm paraphrasing slowly, but people will.
oh, yes. I know what you're saying.
Yep, people see him instead of the message. I
Because
can't
remember,
remember the exact words. Yeah.
Because remember, he was trying to. He was, like you said, he was very disturbed that his book was being done, and yeah, you hit it right there. It's like, if he sticks around, they're going to look at him and not the message.
He literally holds up a statue and says, "This is what they see. I don't want to become this." And he holds up the statue.
Yep. Yes. And I really loved his arc.
Oh, so did I.
Lanier. Oh my God, that poor guy.
Oh, love unrequited. Yes.
I just that whole thing at the end, it just kind of was like, oh, you didn't see that coming.
Sort of.
Oh,
Because there was a portent before that in Day of the Dead, where he says Morden says to him, "You'll be the downfall of the Rangers."
I think he said he was gonna. I thought it was he was gonna betray.
I thought it was his downfall. I have to rewatch it. I have to rewatch it. I have to
rewatch that episode too. But yeah, I know exactly what episode.
Yeah, Day of the Dead.
That was Mr. Yeah, that was him talking to the dead Mr. Morton.
Yep.
Mr. Morton. Yep. Oh, I think it was, you're gonna betray the Anla.
The Rangers, basically, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Rangers. And he says, something like, I can neither betray the Anla any more than I can whatever. It's like,
yep.
Oh, you're gonna do it. And he does.
Yeah. That's what I said. There was a portent before that in that episode.
What was that?
There was a portent to that in that episode. Yeah. About him betraying. Sorry, there's something wrong with my mic. It doesn't really pick up that well.
Oh, that's okay. It's almost 1 a.m. and here. But,
yeah, it's almost 1 here.
Yeah, there was so many great actors, so much great writing, so much great directing. I just, I know the visuals don't always hold up now, but yeah. I don't care.
Oh, hi, Moira, kitty, meow. Sorry, talking to the chat.
But yeah, I don't care. I don't give a shit that the visuals don't necessarily hold up.
It's the story
now.
for me. It's the story.
Yes, the story was so good
Yep.
that even though it doesn't, some of that stuff doesn't necessarily age, but I really also think that was the first time we saw, the physics of how a spaceship should.
Oh, they had the best space battles of every show I've ever seen.
Oh God, did they ever?
Oh,
Those space battles were just beautiful.
yes. By far, very beautiful.
Oh man, we don't want you. We don't need you. Now get the hell out of our galaxy.
Yes. We've outgrown you.
Yeah, we'll find our own footing. You ask the question, who are you? You ask the question, what do you want? But here's the question, who are you? What do you want?
It switches them back and forth, yeah.
And then Delenn.
Yep.
And then Delenn says, you don't know, do you? And I love that.
The first one pulls them out. The first one pulls them out right then.
But it wasn't just all one person. I mean, all the character, no one person was, like the single hero and everybody else was just, there. Every character had a purpose. Every character we lost was heartbreaking when
the Blessed Sherry.
Talia, when
the
Talia
Blessed Sherry. Oh. Does she actually die? I don't remember them showing her die. Or talking about her dying.
No, remember, she had something, the Psychor put something in her head.
It wasn't the Psychor, it was that rogue element.
And there was always that hint that Susan was a lesbian, and which was never a big deal. Yeah, maybe but the point was she made this comment at one point afterwards. She's like, I think I love Talia.
The rebirth ceremony.
And when she said that, I was kind of like, I get where she's coming from. And
she was bi, yeah.
Maybe she was. She was also. I loved her phrase too. It's like, what was it? You're a pessimist. I'm Russian. I'm Russian. We understand these things.
Yep.
That was me laughing, son. I haven't gotten to talk about this show in a long time with anybody.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. Huh?
I have seen it.
I haven't talked to anyone where I've known that has this much investment in it as I did.
From day effing one, for me.
What was that?
From day effing one. Yep. From day one, damn it. That was me.
It was it just MKG. If what we and BK have not convinced you, you should give that show a try. I don't know what else we can do.
It's on HBO Max if you want to stream.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And they put the movies in their proper places, believe it or not, on HBO Max. There's 5 movies. They put them in their proper places in the series.
Oh, kind of like okay, I gotcha.
Yep.
Yes, because some of the TV movie, there's the pilot TV movie, and then there are a couple of TV movies, and they have
there are 4 more.
Yeah, they take place in certain parts, and
they put them in the proper places on HBO Max.
Nice.
Very nice. Just like HBO Max puts all these specials in the proper places for Doctor Who.
Remember? Oh yeah, actually, that was something interesting. My son asked me because, like I said, my server was down.
Yep.
Our server is down, and he's like, he was chomping the bit. He wanted to watch more Doctor Who,
Mm-hmm.
or he wanted to keep watching it and watch the episodes he had seen and stuff.
Yep.
And I finally took a look at something. And I was like, oh shit, it's actually available on here.
HBO
And
Max. Yeah.
yeah, and I was and yeah, like you said, they put the specials in order, and
Yep.
then I told my son, I was like, because he asked me, what? Oh, my son ran away. He doesn't want to be a camera anyway, but I got a chance to do it, and I was checking that out, and then I noticed, oh shit, they got the specials in order.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome. They do that with Babylon 5.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
How's the quality?
Excellent. Excellent.
I you know,
It's worth the $5 upgrade to go to $14.99 for no commercials. It's worth it.
Oh, I get it through Hulu.
Okay, but right now they have a special for 3 months, $1.99, and it goes to regular price after that.
So the whole thing with the Babylon 5 characters was,
Yeah.
I went to what I call my retro toy store,
Mm-hmm.
and this was about maybe 2 years ago. Actually, yeah, it was 2 years ago. And I walk in, and there's all those characters I mentioned.
Yeah.
And they were all $9.99 each, and it was just one character after another. And
Pops.
no, it's called Sewer Lair Toys.
I'm talking about the toys. They're Pops.
No, they're not Pops.
Okay.
What do you mean Pops? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
It's a toy company that does mini. They're like 6-7
No.
inches tall.
No. This is an independent place. They buy stuff. They buy toys.
No, I'm talking about the actual product line called Pops.
Oh, I'd have to look. I didn't even think to look at who made it.
Okay.
What I thought was interesting was, I saw all these. They stood out to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, there was all of these, Babylon 5 characters, and I was like, okay. And then I asked the guy at the counter, I was like, can I just buy all of these?
Yeah, why not?
No, I mean, I was dead serious. I actually said that. And he's like, oh, yeah, we like that.
Listen, I got to run away for about 2 minutes, okay?
Yeah. No. Oh, shit. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Well, it's almost 11.
I don't know how a Mocklin takes a shit. My son asked me how Bordas poos. I'm like, I don't know how a Mocklin takes a shit.
You don't watch the cameras that go up there.
I do actually. I thought it was so freaking interesting, that story. It's like they made a whole episode about something we all do regularly. And it was a joke in the first part, but he said Mocklins, urinate once a year. And then, we find out that is very, that once a year thing is, they have a different view of it. And I was like, damn, that is so interesting.
Yeah. Never really thought about it.
Well, it's one of those things I always appreciate. Like when I talk to people from different parts of the world, I'm like, the different cultures and how things, the compare and contrast of how their culture is versus, my culture.
Mm-hmm. Now, I've also assumed that you've been reading the chat too, right, NB?
Yep.
Okay. So, because somebody was thinking you couldn't multitask. So,
Well, surprisingly, I can. I think. Maybe I can't. I don't know. But yeah, I've read the chat. Was there
Okay.
something specific you were talking about?
No. I was just
Okay.
curious.
Well, I'm not going to be on too much longer anyway. It's 1 o'clock, and
It's almost 1. It's 1 minute from being 1 o'clock.
no, it's 4 minutes from being 1 o'clock, and you're still up, son. So what is that?
Because you're still up.
Well, you got a nap. I didn't.
So you'll be asleep by 11.
Well, I didn't know MKG was going to be on.
Oh,
Sorry.
And then I didn't know BK Dan and I were going to have a passionate conversation talking about
So
Babylon.
what's keeping you up is talking to these people. That was keeping you up.
Well, I do like these people, so, you know, it is what it is. I even like LDG, even though him and I piss each other off half the time.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to run away to the bathroom.
No worries.
A little too much to drink.
It's like me.
Yeah, all
Too
I-
much to smoke.
Sorry, I'm out of beer and I haven't gotten any weed, so I'm stuck with water.
That's probably better for you anyway. So,
Well, it's
Do it
not
for
like
me.
it's not like I can
oh,
drive.
Deej is backstage. Sorry.
Hi, Deej.
All right, I still feel like shit, but I come up here to call BS on NB Geek about reading the chat, because if he had been, he would have seen that I called him Darren Wagner. He would have seen that I called him Darren the Second. He would have seen a few other things that I said, and he never responded to any of it.
Yeah, that was intentional.
No, it wasn't. You just didn't read the chat.
No, it was
See,
intentional.
look at that smirk.
No,
I
it
can
was
see the
intentional
smirk.
because I didn't see a point to it.
Didn't see a point to it. I'm trying
No.
to get your attention, and you totally ignore me. I see how it is.
You could have just said, "Hey,
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I'm lying."
Yeah, I know you are. Look at the smile. Look at the grin. I can tell. Uh-huh. See?
A little too much beer, people. A little too much beer.
I wish. I haven't had a beer in like 3 hours.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Well, I wasn't expecting to be up this late, but I
Oh, neither
wasn't
was
also
I.
expecting that. I'm not complaining. I've actually very much enjoyed this.
I haven't got anything to do until around noon, so I'm all good in that department, being up this late.
Yeah. Now that I come up and said hi and said my piece, I'm going back and getting ready to go back to bed because this shit's beating my ass.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
feel better, Deej.
Yeah, get better, dude.
Get out of Illinois while you can, buddy.
I figure out who in the hell gave me this shit. I'm gonna slap him. That's all.
Or
I'm gonna do.
It was somebody from Cook County.
Somebody from Cook
Probably got
County
a Cook
came,
County disease.
They came all the way down and gave me the coof. Is that what you're saying?
Well, they don't care about the rest of us, so I can see it happening.
All right.
All right, later, Deej.
Get better, dude. Get better.
Deej, all seriousness. Well, okay.
Oh, he probably still
Anyway,
hits in
all
chat, yeah.
seriousness, man, get better, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had anybody talk to about B5 since May, since Jonathan left. Oh, last time I talked or heard from my son was May. We had some not so nice words before he left, and that was it.
What was your favorite ship
In which series?
in B5?
The original White Star.
Yeah. Is
Is that part of the ship? He paints it and everything. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, the White Star was
The
just,
White Star.
the White Star was just the shit, man.
Yes, it was.
That ship was freaking amazing.
White Star 1. Yep.
When you had a fleet of those going out, oh
Oh
god,
my God.
it was game. Yeah, when we had all those White Stars going out with the fleet and stuff, it's like, oh shit, it's getting real now.
When they bombed Mars.
Yep.
Yep.
Did you outside the White Star? Did you what species do you think had the most interesting ships? I mean,
Ooh.
it can be the Minbari too, just other than the White Star.
Ships. We mostly just see the Centauri, a little bit of the oh god, a little bit Minbari, a little bit Centauri, quite a bit of Earth. Really, those are the highlights. Probably Centauri. They use their using weapons more like forceful instead of energy. They cut through instead of, yeah. I think that's the most interesting.
Ah, good one. Good
Yeah.
choice. Yeah. If there's one thing I wish if there's one species I would have loved to have known more of, it was the Drazi.
Yeah, the Drazi War specifically. Yeah,
I
was
was actually
Drazi War.
yeah, the Drazi War and how their culture worked. I was like, man, I really want to hear more about that, and we just unfortunately never got, to my satisfaction, getting a more full. But we understood how. We understood the Centauri, we understood Earth, we understood Mars, we understood the Minbari. Yeah. But we understood the Narn. We understood those cultures because they were very predominant. But
Mm-hmm.
the Drazi were the one that I was like, they were there a lot, but it was like, man, I feel like we could have gotten to know more about them.
Yeah, especially considering the war was beforehand with the 12-year war. Yeah, with the Drazi. Sorry, still freaking Jeff.
But yeah, that if I was gonna pick a ship other than the White Star, I gotta be. For me, I like the Minbari battleship. I really love that design.
Oh, the cruisers.
Yes, the cruisers. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Now I play a browser game. It's called Starfleet Commander,
Yeah.
and their heaviest hitting ship. Oh, sorry, the second heaviest hitting ship looks exactly like a Minbari cruiser.
Oh,
except
nice.
it's gray, not blue. Yep.
Oh man, I always love that. As far as cultures go, I don't know if I was more engaged in the Narn culture or the Minbari culture, because how heavily religious the Narns were versus the non-religious Narns, and then you had and of course they were an oppressed and enslaved people by the
For like 100 years, yeah. For like
by
100
the
years.
Centauri. So we were looking at them, and then you had back when
It was a Jew-German thing going on. It was a Jew-German thing going on.
that is actually a good analogy. I think that
Yeah.
would be an appropriate analogy.
Yeah.
And then you had the Minbari, who were they had their caste systems.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The warrior worker and the religious.
Yep. But that was only after Valen.
Yes.
Only
But
after Valen, yeah.
But it was so it was so interesting how they could just create those, how Straczynski could just create and really build that world.
Universe.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Universe, sorry.
Yeah.
I want
Galaxy spanning universe. Yeah. Because he has everything all built. Yes. Very well fleshed out. Had a full 5-year plan from the beginning.
Yes, he did. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was one of the first ones to come up with the idea of that and make the series. Well, he actually made, I think, the series serialized while also making it episodic.
Yes, it was. Did you know that Straczynski was originally slated to work on DS9, but he got denied?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, because that's where
Oh,
he got the
no,
idea.
no, no.
That's where he got the idea for everything on the station.
Yes. I remember that. No, I remember that now. Yes, that was the whole controversy with DS9 and Babylon 5.
Yep. I saw DS9 afterward because I was too into B5. Even though I love Star Trek, I was too hooked into B5 versus DS9.
Well, I at the time I didn't know that story, so I thought when I first, because I think DS9 came out first,
Yeah, Jeff.
and then I think B5, and I think when I
You're
saw,
like, you're probably like, this is a cheap ripoff kind of thing. Is that
yes,
what you- yeah.
yes, of course I originally thought that. I think a lot of us thought that back then, but
Oh, so did I. So did I.
other than the damn station, other than it being based on a space station, they were completely different shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, completely different. It was so. I mean, they were just so different in
Yeah.
the dynamic, the cultures, the acting, directing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, completely different shows.
But that's where JMS got the idea for everything being on a station, centralized around a station. I found out that story afterward, but yeah, I originally thought it was like, this is a cheap ripoff, but I like it.
No, don't get me wrong. You're not the only one, man. I think that was a lot of us back then in the 90s.
Yeah,
We
but I
thought,
was like, this is a cheap ripoff, but somehow I like it.
well, it was testing boundaries too, because it was going back. It was going with a lot of CGI back when that was new.
Oh God, it was near cutting edge.
Yes, for the time it really was.
Really was near cutting edge. Yeah.
And I still love it. But you know, I love The Last Starfighter because I still think that is beautifully done for its time. Same thing with Tron.
I didn't like Tron for some reason. It just seemed too drawn out for me.
The original movie.
Yeah, it was very drawn out.
Okay.
It's a good story, but it's very well drawn out, though. It wasn't.
Yeah, but
It
it
was
had
still-
Bruce Boxleitner in it.
It did. It had Scarecrow, but yeah, it had. Sorry, it's a callback to Scarecrow, Mrs. King.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, good. Whew, thought I was old for a second.
Yes, I know that. I know the reference you're doing.
I thought I was old for a second. Sorry. Wow.
But yeah, you know, we got a really great story out of that show.
I would slightly disagree. You got to throw in one word: epic story, because of how rare it is.
Yes, okay, I would agree with that. It is
Yes.
rare. It
Yes.
is very rare.
To be that epic story, because of how rare it is.
I would go with also I would go with also, even though it in DS9 were on space stations, DS9 was in that established canon of Star Trek, and we knew what Star Trek was. Babylon 5 was different and unique for sci-fi. And at that time, we didn't have a lot of science fiction other than Star Trek.
You had some Doctor Who. You had Star Trek, Babylon 5. No, Stargate hadn't come out yet. Just a movie, not the show yet. What else was there?
That was
Sliders. Sliders was there.
You remember that was sci-fi.
Farscape was there.
That was sci-fi before it became sci-fi.
Yep. What else was there?
On the Sci-Fi Channel?
Sci-fi in general at that time.
Did you say Andromeda?
Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I forgot about that with Hercules. Yes.
Yeah, that's the only reason I remembered it because it was Hercules was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Sorbo was in it.
Hercules. Yep.
I remember reading an interview about that when he took the role and he cut his hair after he was done with Hercules. Although I tried to watch that show on Netflix after I got the streaming service again, and I was like, okay, this is just too goddamn campy for me now. And that was kind of a problem back then in the 90s. Some shows were just campy as hell.
Hmm.
They worked for the time, but I'm sorry. Hercules did not age well for me.
No. Neither did Xena.
No, I would agree with that. I didn't finish Xena.
I didn't finish it either because it did not keep me.
Yep.
Hmm.
Not because I didn't want to, because I didn't like it at all.
Now, I'll be honest. I will say this: Lucy Lawless in leather back then. Yeah, baby.
Donuts.
I would have loved to gotten her. I would have. I was like, I remember we're talking with guys. We were talking at lunch or something in high school, and be like, "Oh God, I would love to be able to make her make that sound."
Bend over and say ah.
While you're doing a certain act to her.
Bend over and say ah. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I got
actually, if I'm being honest, my favorite character on that was actually Callisto. I'm like, she might have killed me, but damn, I would be like, that.
I'll take it. Never mind. Yes, I'll take it.
What's that?
Yes, I'll take it. Thank you very much.
I was just like, back then, I was like, oh, she might kill me, but God, what a way to go out.
You see, I know that was an honest laugh because you snorted. That's why I know it was an honest laugh. You snorted.
Oh, how about Aphrodite on Hercules? Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bitchin'.
Habba.
Oh, man. I don't remember much about that show, but man, they had some hot ass chicks on there. Xena had some hot ass chicks too. Lucy Lawless was really smoking fucking hot back then.
How long are you gonna be on the stream for?
I don't know. How long do you want to hear your dad talk about women?
Depends on how long you're gonna talk about it.
Well, I don't know.
I have to laugh.
That's a Pulp Fiction moment there. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
I've had several conversations with Jonathan, so yes, I understand. Jonathan's 22, and yeah. Before he left in May, he and I had similar conversations. Oh yeah.
Well, actually, I actually enjoy the fact that my son can be comfortable talking to me at all.
Yeah, I was really grateful, I think is the right word, that Jonathan felt he could come to me with almost anything. Almost anything. There were certain subjects he couldn't quite come to me with. He'd go to his mother instead.
I still can't believe, guys, I still cannot believe the news about Kirstie Alley.
Oh.
What I was saying, one of the things
Poor Savick. Poor Savick.
Yeah. What I was when I was talking about
Star Trek 3, Savick. She plays Savick in Star Trek 3.
No, it was 2.
2?
2. Mm-hmm. It was 2. What happened was Yes. What happened was after Wrath of Khan, when they did the sequel, her contract was not written for, like, hey, you're contracted to do a sequel again for this amount of money. So she was negotiating for, more money, understandably.
Yeah.
And they ended up recasting her.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened there.
Okay. I got to throw my conspiracy hat on for about 5 minutes while I go through this. Are you ready, MB?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Paramount owns all of Star Trek, right? Paramount overall. Paramount, Viacom, CBS owns all of Star Trek, right? Now,
as far as I knew back then.
Right now, why are the legacy movies on HBO Max? Star Trek's 1 through 10 are on HBO Max, exclusively HBO Max.
Because they can't get anybody to buy the fucking. Because can't anybody.
It's not even on Paramount. They're not on Paramount at all.
They're not owned by Paramount.
No, they're not on Paramount at all. They're all on HBO Max.
Are you shitting me?
No. I've got both services. I looked, I was like, son of a bitch. Yes, they're not on Paramount at all. The JJ movies are there. The JJ movies are there. And all the series are there. All the new series and all the old series are there. But not the legacy movies 1 through 10. The TNG and TOS movies are not there on Paramount Plus. They're exclusively on HBO Max.
Wow.
Yes. That blew my effing socks off.
Well, I have all 10 movies on, and all, I have all the Star Trek from 66 to 05, including the animated series. So
okay,
I don't really, and I have the movies, so I don't really worry about looking for them. So yeah, but still,
that blew my effing socks off. But they're exclusively
I
on
can
HBO Max.
understand why. I can understand why. It makes no damn sense.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't at all.
Because
Paramount's crown jewel is Star Trek. Why is it on HBO Max? Exclusively on HBO Max. That I have no clue on. Why?
I'm at a loss there. I'm going to go with they really don't have all the rights, or that like we thought they did, or they sold the movie rights.
I have no clue why.
That would be my guess.
I did tweet at Paramount and HBO in the same tweet about Star Trek movies being exclusively on HBO Max. I never got a reply. That was about a month ago.
I other than like I said, I think other than maybe they licensed it out or sold the rights, I would maybe say they leased them. Like,
I have no clue why.
But I have no fucking clue. That makes But even if you're going to lease them out, or give the rights to stream them on a platform, why they wouldn't be on the Paramount platform, the parent platform that has all the other Star Trek, makes no sense.
Right.
Yeah, I'm at a complete and total loss either.
That blew my effing socks off. It really did.
Trust me, it's blowing my mind right now because I can't make heads or tails of that. That sounds so stupid. It's like that's. I mean, take Disney. Star Wars is their bread and butter right now with the and the MCU.
The first three, 4 phases of MCU, and then Star Wars, and that's really it.
Yeah, exactly.
They have a little bit in DreamWorks and Pixar, but it's mostly Star Wars MCU.
Yeah, exactly. And Paramount, like you said, I was just using that as a comparison with what you were saying with Paramount. You're right. Star Trek is their bread and butter right now. Without Star Trek,
that's their crown jewel.
Well, what the fuck else are they gonna? What the fuck else is anybody gonna want to bother going over there for?
That's the exclusive reason why I have Paramount Plus.
I mean,
the Star Trek library.
I mean, what? Am I going to go there to watch Cheers or MASH? I already own them.
I've got MASH, all 11 seasons, and the movie.
Yep, I have that too.
Yep. Who is the only actor that transferred over from the movie to the TV show? Not character, actor.
Gary Berghoff?
Yes, it was. It was Gary Berghoff. It was. Who was that? Captain? Or that was
that was me. That was Captain.
Yeah. It was Gary Berghoff. Yep.
I never finished the movie because I grew up watching the series when it was in syndication, and I tried to watch the movie, and I was like, it just was so different from the series that I was watching. I'm like, that's not Hawkeye.
I pushed through it. I felt the same way, but I pushed through it. I pushed my way through it.
I couldn't do it. I've tried. I've tried like 2 or 3 times, and I can't go through that. But my dad, this was one of the.
We lost LDG.
Oh.
We didn't lose much.
We lost. He wasn't contributing that much to the conversation.
I remember. So MASH was was one of the few shows my dad and I watched together.
You mentioned that before, yeah. You did mention that before, yeah.
Yeah, we were. So we watched it, and then I remember the episode where the Colonel and Radar comes in.
Yep.
And I remember at my age, I was maybe 7 or 8, and I started bawling like a motherfucker because I literally looked at after Radar said that, I'm like, he didn't make it home. And I started. My dad was like, "Yeah, he died." I literally cried. And I said, "That's not fair."
When Radar left, I cried.
Mm-hmm.
When Radar left.
Oh, I hate it.
He was the glue. He was the glue of the show.
I hate it when Radar left.
Yes.
I always loved how he was able to do what he was capable of doing.
He was the glue of the show.
Klinger was also great. Hawkeye was great.
Yep.
BJ, Trapper, Colonel.
Father Mulcahy.
Oh man, when they made Father Mulcahy blonde. Death. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of a different movie with.
That was right before the. That was the episode or 2 before the last episode.
And then you have, Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen. And one of my favorite scenes was, Klinger going, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm staying in Korea. After he had
Yes.
spent all that time trying to get a Section 8.
At his wedding, he says that. Yeah.
He's just, in the background, he's just like, motherfucker, I'm staying in this goddamn country.
Yes.
Goddamn.
He doesn't quite say it, but yes, he says that.
He's like, I can't believe it, but I'm staying in this fucking goddamn country because I got a chick.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, come on. It was because of a girl.
Yep.
I mean, that's classic. But, oh my goodness.
And probably Katie
What
stayed because of
happened
the
to
orphans.
Hawkeye? What happened to Hawkeye? 20 years in the military. My wife was 20 years in the military. I didn't completely understand that kind of trauma, but I really was like, oh my God, what that woman had to do. And then it's just like,
Alan Alda really
as I
sold
got
it.
old, yeah,
Alan
as I
Alda
got
sold
older,
it.
as I got older and I watched it again, he's talking about the chicken, and it's like, oh my God, I understand fully now what he's talking about. He's putting him. His mind is trying to shield him from this, and then when he's talking to, all right, I love you, bud, and he's like, oh my God, it was a baby. She smothered her own baby. I was like, when I got older and being in the military as long as I was, and that scene just freaking is so powerful. And then especially because of the Warren thing, and then you have BJ and him leaving, and then you see that
Goodbye.
Yeah.
It rocks, yeah. He says, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. And then you see it in the ground.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it resonated with me because a lot of times before social media, because there's a lot of people I've connected with that I knew in the military that I couldn't get in touch with because once we left wherever we were, other than a phone number, and back then, back at certain times, people used to change their phone numbers quite regularly. It wasn't, cell phones weren't always a thing. That didn't come till later. And then social media came around and I started connecting with people. And I really resonated with that because that scene where it's like goodbye, because it's like they were talking. It's like, I don't know if we're ever going to see each other again.
Yeah.
And that's really when you go through, you go through certain things in the military and the experience. There's just, that bond that they made that I just resonated with, that I didn't realize. I mean, I loved the show when I was young, but I freaking absolutely love the show now at my age. Because I'm like, I understand everything that is going on, except for the part I was never a doctor or a nurse. I was an IT guy, but I understood what was going on. And the humor, I really started to understand because my wife and I talked about that actually. And then I'm gonna get out of here after this. My wife and I talked about it. We noticed our sarcasm and our really dirty jokes have subsided over the last 4 years. And we did, and my wife said it perfectly. Because I said, I don't use my sarcasm like I used to. I don't talk quite like I used to. And she said something along the lines of, I think we used that as a coping mechanism back then. And I said, you know what, you damn right. And that resonates. That's why the jokes in, they're joking while they're doing surgery and stuff, because they gotta have something.
Yeah.
You needed that. The drug, man, you needed that levity.
Levity.
Dude, because if we didn't have that sometimes, we'd have lost our damn minds.
All right.
Oh, God.
Well, thank you for having me, Captain. Thank you for having me.
MKG, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
For what?
We're talking to each other instead of you.
I don't care. I got to play my game and listen to a conversation. That was
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
as long as you're good with it, man. I just want to let you know that was.
Yeah, that was not our intent.
We were not trying. I was not trying to take over or anything.
Yeah.
No. I didn't think so. I fully believe that if I was to jump in or just to mute you guys, you would totally understand and allow me to explain and go from there. But yeah, no, you guys are totally fine. It beats me just saying open panel and then just letting the bots come in and try and troll me and give me the porn. So,
Oh God, yeah.
which again, I'm not against porn, not against titties at all. But YouTube is just being a dick because well, it's YouTube.
Well, honestly, it's kind of like, okay, why do we need these trolls coming in and trying to give us porn? We already know where to find our porn.
Yeah.
The internet is for porn. The internet is for porn.
Well, before we close it out, I am going to do my last toke here for the night, and then I'll close her out. So,
okay.
Cheers, everyone.
BK Dan, this was you know what, I'm up late and I'm probably gonna regret it, but oh my God, thank you so much, man. Talking B5 Mash and all that.
Well, thank you too. I haven't been able to have a conversation like this since May, like I said, since Jonathan left, my son. Yeah.
Oh.
He and I had some not words, so yeah.
Well, it's refreshing to talk about other things other than Star Wars and Star Trek all the time.
It's good to have a chill conversation in general.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that you and I knew so much about
the same things.
Yeah, I really was. I haven't met too many. I only know a few people who know Babylon 5 as well as you do.
There's one other that I know that knows Babylon 5 as well as I do. That's my ex-wife's boyfriend.
Well, the guy I know is, somebody I also talk to sometimes on YouTube, but I don't always get on the panels. But he did a whole series on those things.
Okay.
But man, it's refreshing to talk about something different for once in a blue moon.
Yeah. Next we'll have to talk about Stargate.
Oh, yeah. SG-1 or Atlantis?
SG-1, Atlantis, Universe, the movies, the original movie, and the two directed DVD movies. Yeah.
Yep. Just FYI, I have all those too.
Oh, so do I.
I hear another. I was gonna say, I hear another late night session coming about.
No, the funny thing is, I didn't get to SG-1 until I started renting it from my library on the base.
I didn't get into SG-1 until it went to sci-fi. I didn't get into it when it was on Showtime. So I'm talking season 3. Season 3.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I couldn't afford it back then either.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Well, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down for now.
Okay. Good night, Cap.
Good night, BK Dan. It's nice talking to you, and NB, always a pleasure having you on board. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. You both have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. And everybody else, thanks for being here. This is Captain MKG signing off. Take care.